We're at gotomath.com. Click on the algebra. Let's go down to reducing rational expressions. And looks like we're starting off with 1.1. Reduce the rational expression to lowest terms. Lowest terms. So I'll need to write this down. 7x squared, y to the 7th, over 10x cubed, y to the 11th. Okay. Got it. So we have 7x squared, y to the 7th, over 10x cubed, and y to the 11th. So hopefully you have been through the previous section, and that had to do with integer exponents, these guys here. Okay, so it's pretty important that that you understand the previous section before you even get to this one here. Okay. All right, so and since that's said, we're not going to go through, all the steps to simplify this. We're going to kind of skip some steps, okay? So it looks like 7 and 10. There's not a number that will go both into 7 and 10 other than 1, so that's not going to reduce down any. However, we have 2 x's in the numerator and 3 x's in the denominator. So we can cancel 2 of the x's out in the numerator up here, and we'd just be left with 1x down in the denominator. Of course, I'll be rewriting the 10. And so we have 7 up here in the numerator, 11 in the denominator. So we can cancel out all 7 here. And what will we have down here? It looks like 4. So y to the 4th. Now, that's what I mean by we're not going to be going through the full steps like we did in the previous section. I'm going to expect that you know how to do that. However, for this particular video here, I will go through some of the steps. So remember, we brought this up into the numerator, and the exponent becomes the opposite sign. So if it's positive here, we bring it up, it then is negative, and we add the exponents. So you end up with 7x to the negative 1, and then y to the negative 4. Right? Negative 4. Okay. And so, of course, we don't leave it with negative exponents. We write our answers with positive exponents. So you would take this back down into the denominator. However, we're not going to be going through this procedure every time now. We're just going to go from here basically to here. I'll explain how we're doing it. And okay, the only reason I rewrote this was because to scoot that 7 over a little bit. Alright. Okay, so we have 7 over 10x. And what you're going to see if you have to put this in the green check boxes, we'll definitely have to put a parentheses around the bottom of this. Alright, and the reason for that is the order of operations. What would end up happening is 7 would be divided by 10, but then it would end up taking this and multiplying it by x and then times y to the 4th. Okay, so that's the reason why it's important to put parentheses around the bottom. All right. Okay, so now that all that's said, let's get back to the answer here. And did I write the problem down wrong? X to the 12th. Oh my gosh. Looks like I might have written the problem down wrong. I forgot and left off the, boy, that figures. I left the 1 off there. That should have been a 12. Anyway, so as you can see here, there's 3 x's down in the denominator, 12 up at the top. So subtracting 3 off of the top, we'd end up with 9 of them, right? And then, of course, that looks like that's correct. Correct there, I'll be darned. Okay. Enough said on this problem. Alright, so we're over here at gotomath.com. Got to get the problem written down correctly the first time around. Don't know. Alright, see you in the next problem. Bye.